A pleasant day to all of you. We will show the development of the Western music. But first, what do we mean by Western music?
Western music? Easy. Western music is the music of West.
Don't state the obvious. We need a formal definition.
Okay. Western music is, of course, a music produced in Europe, as well as those music derived from ancient times to present day.
That is the definition of Western music. In addition to what you said, Western music developed and the proofs are its eras and periods. We have the medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque period.
Well, let's see how Western music developed.
Indeed, the first era of the development of the Western music is the medieval period. The medieval period is referred to as the Middle Ages or the Dark Ages. Why? Because it is the fall of the Western Roman Empire, whereas medieval music is the Western music written during the Middle Ages. The most common music in this era is called the Gregorian chant. The Gregorian chant is widely used in sacred and spiritual gatherings or in churches. Because this era is within the influence of the Christian Church. The characteristics of the Gregorian chant are monophonic, free meter, modal, neume notation, and is sung in Latin. Aside from the Gregorian chant, there is another form of music in this era, and that is the secular music. The secular music is not related to the church. In fact, it is a love song about chivalry and courtly love. It is written in French language, it is monophonic, and it has an improvised accompaniment. Adam de la Hall is an example of a secular music composer. He is actually one of the oldest secular composers. He wrote the song Le Jeu de Robin et de Marion, a song about chivalry. The first era ends here. Let us now proceed to the second era.
This is the second stage of the development of Western music, which is
The Renaissance period.
we will show you how the Western music developed from medieval to Renaissance era. But first, let us formally define the word Renaissance.
Renaissance originally came from the Latin word renitere, which means looking back.
Characteristics of Renaissance music are mostly polyphonic, imitation among voices, melodic lines move in a flowing manner, and melodies are easier to perform.
Music in this period, and that is madrigal and liturgical. The characteristics of the madrigal music are polyphonic, sung a cappella, and frequently sung in 3 to 6 voices. The liturgical music is basically the song sung in the Eucharistic gatherings. Example, Reliquary, Gloria, Credo, Sanctus, and Agnus Dei.
Some examples of the composer during this period are Giovanni Pier Luigi di Palestrina and Thomas Marley. Giovanni Pier Luigi di Palestrina is the greatest master of the Roman Catholic Church music who wrote the liturgical song Kyrie.
Next is Thomas Marley. Thomas Marley is a singer in a local cathedral who wrote secular songs such as It Was Love in His Last and Fire Fire My Heart. The second era ends here. Let us now learn from the last stage of the development of the Western music.
Yes, we will be tackling the last period of the development of Western music, and that is Baroque period. The characteristics of this era are melodies are not easy to sing or to remember, primarily contrapuntal textures with some homophony, dynamic in contrast, harpsichord and organ as the main keyboard instruments used. Opera is a secular music which contains acting, scenery, costume and props, and oratorios are religious music without acting, scenery, costume, and props. A fugue has 3 or 4 parts with the main theme, and the entire piece grows mainly from a single brief tune of strong musical character. Some composers in this era are Johann Sebastian Bach, Antonio Vivaldi, and George Friedrich Handel. Johann Sebastian Bach is a religious man, plays violin and harpsichord, soprano sings concerto grosso, toccata, and fugue. Antonio Vivaldi is a red priest, Italian Baroque composer, virtuoso violinist, and wrote a piece for concerto, which is 4 seasons, winter, autumn, spring, and summer.
So that's how the Western music developed, from simple songs to complex ones. Interesting.
And the main difference are in the melodies and singing patterns such as monophony, polyphony, and homophony.
Yes, but I guess this ends our presentation.
So, thank you, and we hope we learn the development of the Western music.